In Naples, Florida, the Paradise Coast, it's a perfect day for some entertainment out on the water. This is the Liqui-Moly Pro Watercross World Championship. It's been a challenging year with a lot of ups and downs, an abbreviated season, but we are here today about to crown a world champion, and this is how we got here. Take a look.
I mean, it's just an amazing beach. I mean, look at the beach. White sand, clean, nice. Panama City Beach is always a great place to go to, and having Sharkies right here in our backyard just makes it that much more enjoyable.
So being able to come race in Panama, honestly, you can't beat this weather. Like, the ocean's insane, the beaches, Florida, you know. So it's a great venue. You know, it's great to be racing this right after the whole COVID-19 deal. And this is like the first watercraft race in the whole world that's run again. So yeah, we're super happy to make the trip down here. I definitely love racing Florida. The conditions are always rough. The water's warm, beaches, you can't beat it.
I really like that it's so green, and you know, I mean, it's a really nice place, quiet to come a little bit away from the city. So it's, Lake Hartwell's awesome.
I love Lake Hartwell because it is one of the biggest lakes in the southeast United States, and it's all around just a beautiful place and really fun to race on.
It's a perfect race site, close to the water, fresh water, big part, and keeping the boats clean, and everything runs good in the fresh water, and flat water. I like riding the flat water.
Such a nice lake, and it's close to my house. I only live 2 hours away, so it's easy for me to get here. And every time I've been here, I've always enjoyed my time.
Oh, when I heard that Pro Watercross was coming here, I was super stoked because literally I used to live 2 houses down from where we're standing right now, and like I would come home from work, get in my CJ7 and drive out here and launch my stand-up and jump waves every day. So you know, this is where it all started for me.
Well, this is our first time here in St. Augustine, Florida, but honestly, this is one of the coolest venues. Historic downtown, which is really nice to go out with your family to dinner and take your kids to the fort and see some of that stuff that we don't normally get to when we go racing. But then also, the beach we have here is probably one of the best beaches we've been at. The surf was awesome. I mean, you really couldn't have asked for a better race site than here in St. Augustine, Florida.
That's how we got here, but for a closer look on what we can expect today, let's take it up to the experts. Kurt and Rick.
Thanks, Eileen. Well, Rick, we saw a lot of great racing yesterday, but it's the pro show today. I'm looking for some spectacular action. Ski class, who are you looking for?
Well, it's loaded, and what's happened this year in the Pro Watercross Tour, the emergence of what we call the young guns. Young kids have moved up out of the junior classes into the pro division, and they are starting to dominate across all the divisions in Pro Watercross. But there's a man from Epinyani, South Africa, Dustin Matsuris, a multi-time national world champion, that's going to have a lot to say about that. He has been the rider this year in Pro Watercross and Ski GP.
When we switch over to runabout, Chris McCluggage, the Mac Attack, is coming back. Arminio Iantosca, he's here with a couple of Sea-Doos. Interesting to see what he's going to ride. Brian Baldwin, the list just goes on and on. It's going to be an exciting weekend. I can't even wait. Let's start now. Yeah, and they've had historically some phenomenal races.
Yes, they
We're
have.
looking for one more like that.
Can't wait.
All right.
Let's take a look at some of the classes we're going to feature today. First up, we have the Pro Ski GP. These are the stand-up watercrafts that reach speeds up to 75 miles per hour. Next up, the Pro Runabout Box Stock. These boats are straight out of the box, zero modifications, and you can basically buy this at your local dealer. Lastly, the Sport Stock. If you're wondering what it's like out there, hang on. Let's take a closer look at the Find It Now GPS Security Alert, Locate, Recover lap of the day.
All right, we're on board the GP ski with David Cabrera. He bolts out of the starting line and heads into the first turn behind a couple of riders you can see right here. Going to make a left-hand turn. This is a left-hand race course. They negotiate around the first turn. This is the most critical part of the race. The first turn is where a lot of bad things can happen or good things. In this case, David gets a clean start. He's got a couple riders in front of him. Then they go into a series of left-hand and right-hand turns, kind of a slalom section. He'll make this left-hand turn and onto the front straightaway.
As they go down the front straightaway, they will pass the start-finish line, head to the left, they'll make a right, another left, and come up to the log jump, the great equalizer. As they go up and over the log jump, there'll be a right, left, and once again, they need to make a decision. Which portion of the split course are they going to go, inside or outside? Cabrera makes a decision. He's going outside. Cabrera wide open. Chose the outside. Not as tight a turns, can keep that speed up on the back straightaways. You see him going wide open. He'll make the turn and head on back through the second portion of the split course. So he makes his way down to the front straightaway. That hard left-hand turn, wide open, right and left, and in front of the grandstands as he makes his way down past the start-finish line. That is the lap of the day.
Coming up next, we're going to crown the Liqui World Champion, and still ahead, you're going to see the most dynamic stunts you can do on a body of water, the freestyle competition.
Liqui Pro Watercross World Championship presented by Broward Motorsports on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Florida's Paradise Coast Naples, Marco Island Everglades. By Liqui, maintain your passion. And by Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.